Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the Poor Pluta channel. Today I'm doing paid review 22QB63 quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing the Rolex Sky Dweller. This is a paid review here. Let's jump straight in. Hi Paul, watch tons of your videos. Thank you, you're a stitch. And you're clearly obsessed and well informed. Took me a full 10 minutes to dig around your site to figure out how to donate. You should consider putting instructions on the donate tab. Oh, I see, yes. I'm a 44-year-old Yank doctor in Midwest, originally from San Diego, California. My wrist is 19 centimeters. I'm 5'8" and larger, not quite 20 stone, but strong, 200 kilo deadlift. I work about 80% in government psychiatric facilities, violent patients inside lots of cinder blocks, and the rest of the time in private practice. Here's my watch story. My parents are Novo Reese, Southern California attorneys, and they're a riot. One year when I was a kid, when my dad got my mom a gold Rolex, he gave it to her in a Seiko box. My mum had sent her Seiko in for repair, opened the Seiko box on Christmas and asked, "Where's my Seiko?" My dad also had a gold president and a two-tone sub. He used to be a criminal defense attorney. Suffice to say, I'm not as interested in Rolex as you because I grew up with it. We all have such problems. May we all have such problems. When I graduated from university, my dad gave me a Tudor sub, steel. I wore it to death for about a decade and still have it. Don't sell it. It's very, very cool. I actually got tired of it because it tore up my pant pockets and shirt cuffs. One of the links is bent and there is a little rust at the 2 o'clock. The watch is well loved and not for sale. Make sure you get that service. Get it overhauled. Not by Tudor, by the way. Get an independent. You don't want anyone changing dials or stuff like that. I skipped my first married and rode lots of motorcycles. When I was in my late 30s, I met my wife on a ride from Oregon to Maryland. We had a 6-day first date in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where I now live with her, our 2 daughters from her first marriage, and 2 younger, newer sons. I've been eyeing a Panerai Lumina Marina on a titanium bracelet throughout my medical training. On my ride east side, my Minnesota first date, I popped in for the Panerai at the AD near Detroit, Michigan. It was $8,000 in 2015, which I paid because I wanted the watch for decades, and I figured I wouldn't have such discretionary with my income when I got married. I really liked the Panerai for a while, but ultimately found it sexier on my girlfriend, then fiance, now wife. She wore it on our wedding day, and it's part of our story. She's a geriatric old person doctor. Oh, she's a doctor as well. Holy shit. And her patients like how big the numbers are and how the down bracelet is sized to her. I didn't wear a watch for the past 5 years. Then I found myself watching YouTube channels. I decided I didn't really need anything too fancy and focused more on fun. So last year I bought a used Shitter Chopard Mille Megla Rosa Red 40mm for $3,500 and regretted it the second it came in the mail. I sent it back to the seller who charged me a $500 restocking fee in favor of an $8,000 El Primero Zenith 38mm. It's en route. I also got my wife a small no-date JLC Reverso on a blue Gator band, and she loves it. What she particularly loves is that people who know what it is, and people who don't know what it is don't care. It's totally worth $500 to me to be out of the show part. I don't hate those show parts, but fair enough. My wife is covered. She got a Panerai on indefinite loan when she wants to mess with people, and a JLC when she wants to mess with different people. All good stuff, right? Right? I mean, I overpaid for the above 3 watches, but got them all used, and I don't have the time or inclination to be a flipper. Keeping in mind, I'm a white gold platinum steel guy with a platinum wedding band who seldom reaches for yellow gold. I have a few watch acquisitions. What would you pay for a DD145.022 Omega Man on the Moon? The box and paper version to be found in Germany in Chrono are going for 10,000, which seems insane to me, but I really like the yellow dial, era 1983. And fun factor for that watch, finding other Man on the Moons are still a bit drab. Should I go for a not amazing condition one without bracelet box papers if I'm going to put it on a NATO or rubber anyhow? Where might I find one since they all seem to be on the continent? Interesting question. Let me just double check this Omega here. Omega uses these reference numbers, and I mean, who remembers Omega numbers because of the fact that, you know, so this is a vintage piece. This is definitely, let's have a look here. Yeah, these are, well, they come up from time to time. They do come up. It's a, oh, and you can get a different dial there. Speedmaster 145 69. Let's have a look. See, these are late 60. These are using the 861. They're a pre. Okay, got you. Okay, I know what these are now. I know exactly. Yep. Okay. Well, you know, you can get 90s. What would you pay for? Why does he want? I really like the yellow dial era, 1980. What's he talking about? They're going for 10,000. Well, you can buy a Speedmaster Man on the Moon, a new one, if you really want one. I don't know if I don't know, 10,000. Well, that's kind of they're a vintage. You should, if you think that's crazy, have a look at vintage Rolex. I think it's important to have the bracelet. I don't particularly like them without that because it's missing. It's always going to hurt it. I know you don't resell them, but I get pissed off when bits are missing. So I gotta be. Oh, I'm curious to know. Did you have your parents' Rolexes? Your dad had a gold president and a two-tone sub. Did you get them? Are your parents alive still? You didn't even tell me what's going on there. Number two, okay, so first thing he's saying, would you pay that? Look, I'd probably buy a 1/8. I like modern stuff because it works, it's usable. I mean, I've got a 1861, which is kind of the 861 movement, which they perfected. I like it. I got the big box, the last of that series, the 1861, which is basically the 861 movement watch. I like it to be perfect. I want all this shit with it. I'm a collector. I like that shit. I don't know why you necessarily, those old ones are just, they're more expensive than the newer ones. So they're vintage watches. They can be extremely valuable, but I prefer, I had a really nice 90s one. 90s. Okay, what would I do? Look, I've made my decision. I got a 1861 movement, which last of them before they went to the coaxial 3861 movement. So that's what I'd buy. That's what I'd put my money into, but it's your choice. I want a Lange 1, and I think I can swing it in a few. You're a doctor, for God's sake. You could swing it now. Go get the damn thing. Do I want the white gold one or the platinum one with moon phase? I'd be looking at getting a pre-owned one and seeing what a good deal on one you can get is. Not the big diameter. Okay, so I think you mean the 38 one, which is actually the cheaper one, okay? Or do I want the big moon one? When it doesn't matter. Any Lange 1 is cool. It depends on your budget. When I have the money, you're a doctor, for God's sake. When you have the money, how many Mercedes-Benz S-classes do you run? I mean, you should have the money every month. When I have the money, do I go to Wempe and lay down, or would you do such a deal? Look, honestly, what I'd say the answer is, you find a good dealer. There is some, go on Chrono24. I'd contact DavidSW. He's probably the best dealer in America. He gets Lange from time to time. The other dealer is European Watches in Boston. And yeah, he's not cheap. I wouldn't say he's cheap, but he's always been one of the top resellers of Lange. So it's important you find a good seller. When will the white gold ones hit the market? Does it matter if I get a silver dial or white dial? Same other color. Basically, when would you start shopping? Where would you look? And what would your condition, what would be your condition parameters? And what price range should I be looking at? I like to buy my cars at 2 to 3 years old with 50,000 on them, if that helps. I understand exactly. 35,000 is a lot of money. I want to have 35,000 worth of fun while not overpaying for a 4-figure watch hunt hurts some. Overpaying for a 5-figure watch would really hurt, not fun. I understand. You want a bargain. We all want a bargain. See, personally, I reckon try that European watch gallery. That's where I'd be going, you know. I reckon he has a good selection. European Watch Co. in Boston. Where's he? He's in, just having a look there now. He's always got, at the moment, he has got in Lange's, what's he got? In Lange's, why doesn't he have that? Why doesn't he have, oh, A Lange, it's A Lange. How many does he have got? 80? How many has he got? 8? What's that? Brands. Oh, he's got 8. That's not that many. He's got a few really nice Langes there. Has he got a Lange 1? Just have, no, he doesn't. Shit. He normally has a few. He's got some Saxony. I'm not a big fan. He's got an 1815 chronograph. Ooh, he's got an 18. Ooh, he's not cheap. Lange prices have gone up a bit. I'd recommend him. European Watch Company. Have a look at him. Ring DavidSW. You got to be ready to pounce when it comes. Personally, I don't think it matters what color metal or what color dial. When the right deal comes, you pounce. That's what credit cards are for. So I know exactly. You like to get pre-owned. Well, beggars can't be choosers. When you're a pre-owned beggar, you can't be choosy. Same as when I got my Patex. It was what came available. It's not what you can be stubborn. It's you've got to be beggars can't be choosers. Okay, so I reckon the Langes are beautiful. The Lange 1 I think is a gorgeous watch. Number 3, the Zenith El Primero 38mm is a bit much. What the fuck are you talking about? The Zenith El Primero 38 is a bit much to wear to my civil service job. Bullshit! You're a doctor! Doctor! Give me the flu! What would you get in the meantime for a day? I'd wear the bloody Zenith. You're an overweight 44. Who gives a shit what any jerk you work for is going to think? You're a doctor. You should be driving a BMW. Admittedly, a 2 or 3 year old BMW or a Mercedes Benz, you're a fucking doctor, for fuck's sake. Don't worry about these losers. So what would you wear in the meantime, daily wear watch among patients who are institutionalized? Well, they don't even know what a fucking Zenith is. Zenith is perfect. Nomos, Orion, Seiko. I don't want to wear Seiko or overpay for not. No, you stay with what you got. Price point 2,000 to 4,000 for a daily business casual. Come on, you're a doctor. I want watch guys to know what it is and my boss to think I got. You know what? You're a fucking doctor. Have you got a real degree or did you get it in a cornflakes packet? For God's sake. For God's sake. Wear the Zenith. Nobody knows what a fucking Zenith is, especially some madman. Okay, wear the Zenith. So, yeah, so what do I think there? I reckon that's a lovely story. You left me wondering so many things. Did your parents, are they alive still? Did they give you any more watches? I want to know. Interesting story on the Tudor. Get it serviced by an independent. I would try in America. Ring up Jewelers on Time. Kenny Nguyen. He used to do advertising through me. He doesn't anymore, but he's a good repair guy to get that Tudor overhauled. Get him to overhaul it and get that serviced. Interesting story on the Pam. The Millet, Migler, and the Zenith. Man, just stick with it. Who gives a fuck if you wear a Zenith? Nobody's going to really give a fuck. With the Omega, I'd probably get a modern Omega. The question you got to ask about the Omega is, do you go for a 321? That's 20. Well, obviously, I think you're a bit stingy. I don't think that's the one for you. I'd go for the Omega 1861 in the big box. That's what I'd get. You want all that shit. You want all the stuff. Okay, I don't want it to be missing. Okay, that fucks me off when it's missing. I buy the Omega, the Lange. Man, you're a 44-year-old doctor. How much time do you think you got left? Okay, buy the Lange one. No question of that. Get the Lange one. And the Zenith, man, wear that. Wear that. Wear that, man. Be proud. Be happy. Wear your watches. And I got to tell you, man, thank you so much for getting a paid review done. Guys, that's the collection review for today. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Tell me what you think, guys. Put some comments below. And don't be afraid to get your own collection review done. $50 for a paid review. And remember, guys, I can't survive on Google Ads. I desperately need more paid reviews to survive on YouTube. Please get a paid review done now. I need more paid reviews. Get it done. Come on, get it done. And you can share it with your friends. They're going to love it. I'll tell you the advice, the good, the bad, the ugly. I will tell you the advice. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next one. Take it easy. Don't forget, you can also sponsor me on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Guys, I will see you in the next one. Take care. And remember, guys, be happy. Hi, guys. It's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about DavidSW. DavidSW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at DavidSW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to DavidSW. I would highly recommend DavidSW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to DavidSW. DavidSW.
Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and today guys, I'm very proud to introduce a new sponsor of the ArchieLuxury and the Pluta channels. Who am I talking about? WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com. Check them out, guys. Jump online, check out WatchShopping.com. These guys here have been in business since 2017. Worldwide shipping and distribution. Over 10,000 wristwatches in inventory. Stock in hand, and 90 plus different brands, new and pre-owned. Now, the good thing about WatchShopping.com, trusted by over 4,000 reviews on Chrono24 and Trustpilot. Your one-stop shop to buy any watch your heart desires. Please, guys, check out WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com. I'm ArchieLuxury, and check out WatchShopping.com. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the YouTube sensation, the Pluta channel. Guys, I need you to help me out, guys. I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need you to request a paid review. $50 US, look down in the description. $50 US, I will review your collection. I'll tell you what I think of it, and I'll give you some pointers. The other thing is, guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a couple bucks a month, $1, $2, $5, whatever you want, and it keeps me going on YouTube because, guys, I'm in a niche. Nobody can make money out of the views I get. The views are crap because it's a small specialized area, and I don't talk about garbage for the sake of views. Guys, sponsor me on Patreon. Look down below, and I will see you in the next one.